What did Mahatma Gandhi say about being the change you want to see?
Be the change that you wish to see in the world.
How did Albert Einstein describe the importance of imagination?
Imagination is more important than knowledge.
What did Maya Angelou say about resilience?
You may encounter many defeats, but you must not be defeated.
What is the essence of the quote by Nelson Mandela regarding courage?
I learned that courage was not the absence of fear, but the triumph over it.
How did Oscar Wilde express his views on living life?
To live is the rarest thing in the world. Most people exist, that is all.
What did Aristotle say about the nature of happiness?
Happiness depends upon ourselves.
How did Henry David Thoreau define success?
Success is not how high you have climbed, but how you make a positive difference to the world.
What did Winston Churchill say about courage?
Courage is rightly esteemed the first of human qualities.
How did Confucius define the journey of 1,000 miles?
A journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step.
What did Ralph Waldo Emerson say about success?
To be yourself in a world that is constantly trying to make you something else is the greatest accomplishment.
How did Martin Luther King Jr. express his vision for the future?
I have a dream that one day this nation will rise up and live out the true meaning of its creed.
What did Helen Keller say about optimism?
Optimism is the faith that leads to achievement.
How did Steve Jobs speak about passion?
The only way to do great work is to love what you do.
What did Albert Camus say about the absurdity of life?
The struggle itself towards the heights is enough to fill a man's heart.
How did Eleanor Roosevelt describe the future?
The future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams.
What did Leonardo da Vinci say about simplicity?
Simplicity is the ultimate sophistication.
How did John F. Kennedy express the importance of service?
Ask not what your country can do for you, ask what you can do for your country.
What did Socrates say about self-knowledge?
The unexamined life is not worth living.
How did Ralph Waldo Emerson define genius?
Genius is the ability to see common things as uncommon.
What did Abraham Lincoln say about character?
Nearly all men can stand adversity, but if you want to test a man's character, give him power.
How did Simone de Beauvoir view freedom?
One is not born, but rather becomes a woman.
What did Helen Keller say about life?
Life is either a daring adventure or nothing at all.
How did Friedrich Schiller describe art?
Art is the child of the imagination.
What did Thomas Edison say about genius?
Genius is 1% inspiration and 99% perspiration.
How did George Bernard Shaw describe progress?
Progress is impossible without change.
What did Confucius say about learning?
Real knowledge is to know the extent of one's ignorance.
How did Rumi express the nature of love?
The wound is the place where the light enters you.
What did Albert Einstein say about life?
Life is like riding a bicycle. To keep your balance, you must keep moving.
How did Maya Angelou speak about identity?
I am my own sanctuary, and I can be reborn as many times as I choose throughout my life.
What did William Shakespeare say about the world?
All the world's a stage, and all the men and women merely players.
How did Nikola Tesla describe his work?
The present is theirs. The future for which I really worked is mine.
What did Helen Keller say about friendship?
Walking with a friend in the dark is better than walking alone in the light.
How did Benjamin Franklin express the value of time?
Time is money.
What did Carl Jung say about the psyche?
Who looks outside dreams, who looks inside awakes.
How did C.S. Lewis describe hope?
You can make anything by writing.
What did Aristotle say about virtue?
The roots of education are bitter, but the fruit is sweet.
How did George Washington describe liberty?
Liberty, when it begins to take root, is a plant of rapid growth.
What did Virginia Woolf say about creativity?
For most of history, Anonymous was a woman.
How did Steve Jobs view design?
Design is not just what it looks like and feels like. Design is how it works.
What did Anne Frank say about hope?
How wonderful it is that nobody need wait a single moment before starting to improve the world.
How did Plato describe the importance of philosophy?
The beginning of wisdom is the definition of terms.
What did Bob Marley say about love?
Love the life you live the life you love.
How did John Lennon express the concept of peace?
Imagine all the people living life in peace.
What did Confucius say about respect?
Respect yourself and others will respect you.
How did Lao Tzu define simplicity?
Simplicity, patience, compassion, these three are your greatest treasures.